Today, class, on this edition of How Not to Brony, there are those who feel I and many of you haven't been fair to Toon Critic and his supporters, so today, Buttons and Riley Miller go off to have a friendly quote-unquote discussion with the misguided, the misinformed, the maligned Toon Critic's cabal, his cult, if you will. Now, you may feel that's a bit hyperbolic or exaggerated, but not nearly as much as you might think. Also, next time, I have a lot on my plate, so we'll either be talking about the brave, bold artist here, who so desperately wants our attention, and I've been advised that we're going to give it to him. I'll put a link up in the Twitter down below. Or, more likely, we'll be talking about, Mumkey Jones and his triumphant return. Now, he's now going out again with his ex, Lou the Kitty. If you haven't watched anything on that, that's a fantastic show, and a much more pressing issue. See you soon.
I fucking hate
the world off with their voice.
And then there's me, the clown with the Book of Hexes. So
take us something chance and seemingly fuck it all.
So I gotta do that all over again.
No, that's fine.
You know you're gonna.
I'm waiting for Rolly to give me the okay before I message.
So yeah, this is.
Well, it's you, girl, and you just knew it.
Oh, you're talking to Rose too?
Okay, yeah. So this is FNGR, joined by Brony Inspector, the Cryptic Fucker, Migs, Misanthropony, Pastel Prose, Seasons of the Wican, and joined by Buttons, the cat with the French fry.
What up?
When Anthony forgets you.
Yes. So.
Also, can I just point out, Pastel's not dead.
Yes, Pastel is not dead. Now, here's the good news.
I was never dead. I got a life.
The person who's routinely gotten beat up by their cat, mugged, and otherwise, duct taped to the ceiling, I don't know, whatever cats do, is about to take on Toon Critic and 5 of their most deadly assassins. Let's see how... Take it away, Johnny.
Wow. Against Kuro Sensei and all of his students. Okay. I am waiting for the okay to start from the person organizing the call. I'm not stealing your fries, Season. Fuck you. I need...
I'm pretty sure, isn't this the first episode of fucking Goblin Slayer, where all the inexperienced adventurers go down there and get brutally murdered?
Yeah. Wow. What's gonna help Buttons get pumped right now? We should not be...
we should just be like this is
bump, 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 bump.
Oh, okay. I think
Buttons,
yo. Guys, mute.
Okay.
Oh, it's about that time? Yes, it's time.
Okay.
Hi, I would like the person I spoke to on Twitter to not be on mute, if that's all right. Only because, we did agree to this, and the reason I would like to talk to you is, well, no, I don't want this on mute. I don't want everyone on mute. I at least want one person to, talk to vocally.
Okay.
I can unmute, but I have no reason to talk right now, so.
The reason I wanted to call is Toon Critic here?
No, he's not. I already stated he doesn't want to be in this call.
Oh, I thought he had changed his mind because, Riley was coming. I thought, okay. No. Alright. Alright, my complete mistake. Yeah. Well, the reason I wanted to call is to let you know, I wanted to ask why you don't think he's a pedophile.
Why I don't? Because there's no hard evidence that
But he admitted to it.
Anything illegal, as well as he has proven that he has talked to the police, and they have said this.
What,
There are 500 screenshots of his talk with
What does that have to do
15-year-old.
with anything? If he was a pedophile, why isn't he in jail right now?
May I ask, what? Because they filed the police report wrong. That's why it didn't.
It doesn't matter. He went to go talk to the police himself.
Do you have evidence? Was there
I
evidence?
thought in the last
Not
call.
giving you.
I thought in the last call he said that he thought that it would be a waste of time.
Yeah, no, we had a call.
Because he's shown me, and he has a document which was leaked later on because he decided to trust somebody to show that he was changing.
I don't see what document was leaked to show evidence of the fact.
FNGR leaked it to a bunch of people.
Was this document of actual, like, police documentation?
Yes, and writing of what Zach has written down.
That's not...
Going through help.
But that is... Just because someone writes down something that they say they do doesn't...
There has been...
Can you please not interrupt me? May I please not be interrupted?
Alright, well, I'm just saying...
No.
To interrupt a lot of people, too.
I do not, though. I do not interrupt people.
Okay, can we keep it rolling?
Yes. I also would like Zach to make a stuttery. I would like Zach to make a statement publicly about the police, since you say that there is proof of this, because he told FNGR that it would be a waste. We just recently had... Sorry, noise going on in the background. He had a call with FNGR recently, and Toon said in the call that he thought it would be a waste of time to even go to the police, so I'm finding a disconnect of this. I'm finding, like, a contradiction with the story. And, FNGR didn't leak any police report that I'm aware of. I haven't seen any evidence of him going to the police whatsoever. I have not seen documentation. I have seen him writing down records of things he said he's done, but that can just be, I could write down and say on a piece of, like, I could write down a whole Google document and saying, I went and I talked to the president, or I've gone to therapy and I've done this hypnotism or something. You know, you can easily write down, sorry, noise. You can easily write down something you've done, and you could very well be lying while you do so. So I don't see actual evidence of these claims.
He has no need to show anything to anybody he doesn't wish to, as it can be used against him, and it has many times before in the past. So why would he tell you, out of all people, and FNGR, the truth about what he's done and what he hasn't done?
Because he's under fire for being a pedophile. He's under fire for being called a pedophile because...
What does that have to do with anything? The only person that is now harassing Zach is FNGR, and it's sad to say, the only thing keeping FNGR's channel alive and making him money is Toon's name, and nobody seems to mention him anymore besides FNGR.
Could I butt in real quick? You say nobody, that the only person keeping
I'm in this call for buttons, not you. I can easily just leave anytime I want to. I don't need to have this conversation.
Okay, fair enough.
I believe Toon Critic admitted what he did in a call. Did he not? Did he not admit to...
He quote-unquote admitted because you guys were peer pressuring him and Isaac. How many people in that call accusing him of being a pedophile?
May I say, I don't say I wasn't a part of that, so you guys, as far as that goes, I wasn't a part of that. I did not discover the accusations. I did not discover the chat logs or anything until the video was released by Vita. I did not, so in form of you guys. However, I will say what he did while she is legal in the Philippines, if he were to try to get her to cross state lines, as he suggested for her to go to BronyCon to live out his sexual fantasies with her, if he tried to elicit child pornography of her by asking for her a photo of her in nothing but a leather jacket and panties, even if he did not receive it, he tried to elicit the child pornography, and he tried to have sexual relations with her. And in America, she is not of legal age, and if she were to come to America, he would have been in federal, he would have had a federal punishment, because I actually had a friend recently in October who was caught grooming a child since she was 12 years old. And when I talked to the police, they said, even if because she's not over state lines, we cannot do anything. However, if he did get her over state lines and he tried to have sex with her because she legally cannot consent, that would be considered pedophilia and breaking a federal law. May I ask what you think of him erotically role-playing with a minor, how that isn't pedophilia?
I've already stated to him what he did was very inappropriate and wrong, and the fact is he shouldn't use mental health as an excuse for what he did. But the fact is the law has already stated what he did was not illegal, but it was inappropriate. Yes, he's already been punished for his actions by losing literally everything. The witch hunting and the doxing and harassing his family and his partner, and punishing Isaac for being with Zach and choosing to be with Zach, that's fucking uncalled for.
I don't think the reason, personally, I would not have an issue with him wanting to be with Zach, even if he knew of his actions. However, he also has drawn art for him to try to help him get into different fandoms, to get into different communities where he could very well go with. Has he even been in contact with other minors? Because I have been told that in a Sonic server that he was in, he tried to erotically roleplay with another minor. Once is a mistake, twice is a habit.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. What he does now with his life, it's none of your fucking business. It's none of your business. If he gets in trouble with the law, that's his fucking choice.
But
there's already...
It is actually, if we I'm
not gonna talk if you're gonna interrupt.
Alright. Alright, I apologize.
What he does in other fandoms doesn't concern you. There has already been over 50 to 60 videos made on him, awareness of him, as well as his private information on the internet, his real name on the internet, that somebody can just publicly go click on.
He's already released his public name on the internet before that.
It doesn't matter his address, his phone number.
That, yes, I will agree. That was too far. I will agree that they should not have leaked the information of him and his loved ones. Absolutely, 100%. I cannot deny that. I will not deny that. I would be devastated if someone were to, even if I did something horrible, I would not want my family in danger. And I do not approve. I've never approved of them doing that. I don't ever approve of doxing.
You let it happen?
Well, the thing is, I didn't personally let it happen because I didn't know what was happening. I was not a part of that group. I did not know those people personally.
I knew Toon.
Yes.
What I don't understand is when somebody hears something on the internet and sees screenshot proof of it, everybody jumps on someone and fucking witch hunts them. They will do illegal shit to get that person off the internet.
Because we see the true person, we see what they truly are, because behind closed doors, because we see what they.
It doesn't matter. I know
person.
what Zach was like. Trust
I did
me,
too.
He's done some awful shit to me. Trust me.
I would never.
He's all the other women he's affected either.
Yeah, he's also.
I'm not saying what he did to other women was absolutely unacceptable.
Yes. I go by Buttons. Ferris, I believe you.
But anyway, well, the typo, whatever. What he does now isn't really your concern. Everybody in the fandom has clearly witch hunted him out and off the internet. I think you guys should just drop the situation. It's been over a fucking year now, almost 2 years. Leave him and Isaac alone. Don't punish Isaac for what Zach did. Zach has already stated he doesn't give a fuck about his reputation in the fandom anymore. He doesn't want to come back. He just wants Isaac to be safe.
While that is understandable, I understand. We do not blame Isaac for what he did. However, we put... No, that's not what he's getting punished for. he's getting punished for drawing art and new characters for Toon Critic, knowing full well what he's done and trying to help Toon Critic get back into Brony and go into other fandoms where he could very well go to another child. And I want to ask, what did he tell you was the explanation for why he roleplayed with the girl? Because he gave us different...
He used the excuse that he was in a bad mental state, which I don't accept, in my opinion. I don't think you should hide behind a mental disability of your actions. What he did was wrong, but it wasn't illegal. And if my honest opinion, the only reason why it wasn't illegal was because he didn't receive or send anything illegal, as well as in her country, her consent, I'm pretty sure, was 12.
However...
That's the only reason why it wasn't illegal.
However, he tried to get her to America, which would have been rape and would have been illegal and a federal. Just because it did not happen doesn't mean the intent wasn't there.
You're speaking technically, and you're acting like these things happened when they didn't.
Well, the thing is, he still tried to make them happen. Yes, it does, though. Intent is very much, there is a reason that...
Why do they arrest people for child porn?
Okay, did it happen?
Well, no, answer the question. Why do they arrest people for child porn?
I understand that.
No, I want you to answer the question.
Did he receive anything?
He tried to. He asked for it.
Okay, he asked. Did he get anything?
Just because she said no, but if she didn't, he would have.
What she did was entrapment, right?
I'm sorry, what?
She full knew what she was doing. What she did was something called entrapment. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I'm very aware. It means when an adult pretends to be a child. She was an adult. Yeah, she was underage.
You realize it doesn't have to be an adult, right?
It'd be one thing if she told him that she...
And entrapment is only if the police do it legally. It is only if the police are the ones that are doing it.
He knew what her age was.
Very full well.
Like I said, realize it doesn't have to be.
You realize that you didn't answer our question. Why do you think people arrest people for child pornography?
Yeah.
No, I want why.
Intent, but it didn't fucking happen. So leave it at that. And
I will not.
The fuck alone.
I will not leave that alone because intent has everything. Because intent can turn to determination.
No, you haven't talked to him personally ever since that incident. You don't know what he's like now.
He doesn't want to talk to me. He had a chance to do it tonight.
Why the fuck would he want to talk to you?
See, you're
what you did. Nobody gave him.
Even if she was
his side of the story.
Ferris, even if
his side of the story to me.
Even if she was okay with it, he had the responsibility as an adult to say no. She was underage, and she was legally not able to consent within America. And what he did, because he had sexual roleplay with a child, could technically be considered child pornography and sexting a child.
Yeah. Okay. She's fucking obviously heated. Everybody's obviously still salty about whatever the fuck it is. Y'all don't know me. I'm just hearing this in the background of my woman's life. So, I'm sorry, but yeah, intent's a thing, but here's the thing with intent, is even if they latch you on intent, they still have to prove that you received anything, and if you haven't received anything, then the most they can do...
He received sexual roleplay.
Social. And that's social. The cops can't peg you on intent.
He released...
They cannot peg you on intent unless they have hard fucking proof. And anything that I've seen that comes to this shit, I haven't seen any hard proof. And I mean, at the same time, if you're talking about intent, then okay, if somebody fucking beats somebody with an inch of their life with the intent of killing them, should we give them a murder charge or an assault charge? Right? What do they actually get? They get a fucking assault charge. They don't get a murder charge. Doesn't matter if they really, really, really did try to kill that person. They didn't do it. Now, it's not what
premeditation
done either. It's not what somebody's done hearsay, slander, defamation of character apart. It's not what somebody's done, it's what the fuck you can prove. And all I've seen at this point is some little fucking girl who knew what the fuck she was getting into, talking to some guy who's obviously slimy, but like, come on, that's the fucking internet, bro. Like, what would, like, yo, and I get this perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get your perspective of it. Like, yo, if I woke up one day and checked my fucking 14-year-old daughter's phone and saw some slimy 20-year-old fucking messaging her, I'd want to knock a motherfucker out too, right? Like, part of my language.
There are some adults that may not exactly be present in their child's life, and also what he did. May I say something?
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
I've been through what she's been through. I have been in her position, and I will tell you, it does psychological damage for years to come. I was in her position when I was 14. I was in the Brony fandom, and there was a website by the name of Pony Square. There was a guy who would sexually roll with me, and I did not know what was going on. And he knew very well what he was doing. And when I confronted him about it, his response was, that was a long time ago. It was in the past, guess what? Meanwhile, what he did to me caused me to feel insecure about my body. It caused my brain to react to learning about sexual situations. And like it caused me to learn sexual things at an early age without actually fully realizing what was going on. And it caused yes, I was 14 at the time.
When did they teach sex ed in school?
I was not allowed to learn sex ed because I was in foster care.
Okay, that's the fault of the system. That's not the fault of any exposure online. Fuck, when I was 8, some other little kid who was 8, when I was in a washroom in the fucking complex I lived in next to the fucking laundry machines, touched my pee-pee. And I went and go told my mom, and she went and go told their parents, and I didn't realize why the kid ended up in a fucking cop car. I still like women. I still ain't got a problem with my sexuality. That's all on your mental state. That has nothing to do with upbringing. That's the nature versus nurture argument, and that's a completely separate thing. Because you get on the internet, not only should you fucking know, one, that it's a slimy fucking place. We're talking about the clear web. We're not even talking about anything really. Like, we're not even talking about 8chan and further below.
I know.
The clear web.
And I understand.
You know it's a slimy place. You know, it's like your parents telling you don't fucking go up past the streetlights being on because you don't know if somebody might rob you. This is just street smarts and internet safety. This is stuff that's unbeknownst, and like you cannot come at somebody. Like, there's a certain extent that you can come to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody does something wrong, you let them know that they did something wrong. If they show no remorse for it, you do something about it.
He doesn't show remorse.
There's just some shit you don't do. Like, there's just shit.
May I say something?
If you want to make a point.
May I say something? You say about remorse, but Toon Critic does not remorse what he did. He has not shown
his side since.
Then get him in the call and let me hear his side.
Years now? You haven't been in his life for 2 years now almost? You have no idea what the fuck's been going on in the inner workings of the man's mind. And you know.
And also, wait a minute. I want to make a point too. She's in the Philippines. Consider the fact that shit you're talking about, the slimy internet, isn't taught in her country.
How do you know that? That's pretty fucking wow. Whew. Now that's a little pretentious, don't you think?
It is not pretentious because I've read stories.
Philippines is like, are you saying?
Yes, I do know. Have you heard of Daisy's? Have you heard of Daisy's Destruction?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, okay. Daisy's Destruction was a child sex ring and a red room, and it was a man.
Red rooms aren't real.
No,
Let me tell you right now, red rooms aren't real. I'll tell you right now.
Anyways, nope, you're gonna fucking let me finish because there's a court case on this and everything. There's news articles, and there is a man who tried to escape from, I believe, Australia or Africa. It was one of those two countries. Went to the Philippines, and he made a child sex slave ring, and he would torture the children. He would kill them. He would torment them. He would fucking not decapitate, disembowel. He would do a lot of revolting things, and his last victim was a little 7-year-old girl named Daisy, and that was in the Philippines. And there were many people in the Philippines who took part of the child sex ring. And there's a lot of child sex trafficking in the Philippines. You can look up the statistics.
There's a lot of fucking child sex trafficking in the USA. Yo, when my mom first came to this country at 17, she worked in a sweatshop sewing, bro. What the fuck? Yo, this shit happens everywhere. One, you can't disgrace an entire country's education system based upon hardships that happen in that country. Are we gonna say that Syria wasn't a first world fucking country before all the shit down there?
All right, then let me.
Iraq wasn't a first world country before everything.
All right, then let me make a point about intent. A cop can arrest someone for having baking soda because they believe it's Coke.
No, they can't fucking arrest you just for having some goddamn Arm & Hammer on you. You gotta have Arm & Hammer, the Pyrex, and proof that you were gonna make some fucking crack.
No. That's. Crap. I'm saying if they believe.
I know that one. Yo, let me tell you right now, you don't fucking know me. Trust me, I'd know that one.
You don't know me. Okay, whatever.
Yo, I don't need to know you. This isn't about knowing you. The fact is, I told you, I don't know fucking all the inner workings of this shit. All I know is, for the past 2 years, you haven't fucking known this person. You can speak for when you knew
And people can arrest you just for being black. People can also arrest you just for being black in America. Yes, they can.
I'm fucking black. Ain't nobody arrested me just for being black. Trust me. Because I know my rights. It's called being educated. Maybe if you're undereducated, people can take advantage of your fucking insecurities. But if you're educated, people cannot do that to you. It's called know your rights. And ain't nobody ever fucking arrested me just for being black. Let me tell you right now. I have never once had an encounter with an officer, even one that I knew was on that side of the fence, who could do a single thing to me just because of the color of my skin. And if you're gonna fucking play the race card in this shit, I'm voiding your opinion. Because this ain't about that. I give a single fuck if the child was in the Philippines or the child was in the States. What I give a fuck about is the way people are getting treated here. It's the same way if somebody were to knock me the fuck out on the streets and I came up to them and asked them for an apology and they said no, we'd fight. After that fight, it's done. It's fucking done, because that's called being an adult. Nowadays, all you fucking kids, I'm gonna say all you fucking kids.
Well, I'm not a kid, but
witch hunt people, bro. Gotta witch hunt people and go after people and go after their families over shit that doesn't concern them. Yo, if you had a problem with Zach, that ended with you and Zach.
Well, I didn't personally know him.
With another person, that ended with me and them. Not with their fucking families, not with anybody they fucking knew, not with anybody close to them. You had a problem with it? Yo, it was with you and him. Over whatever the fuck he did, you didn't like. Now you got two options when it comes to that problem. Cut him the fuck off. Move about your merry goddamn life. 2, try and do something about it. If it really was that illegal. But as far as I've seen, and the fact is, yo, it wasn't illegal. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. Up here, you try and talk to a little girl, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. You're knocked the fuck out flat. And you're lucky if that's the only thing that happens to you. It's fucked up, yes. But it was not illegal. And blame that on the fucking system. Don't blame that on whatever the fuck
even if
did. Blame that on the fact that nobody can really police the internet and the system in the fucking states you live in. Don't blame that on anybody, bro. Yo, people take advantage of the system every.
Well, you know what? Thank you. Well, hang on. Let me just say something. No, let me just say something.
You didn't do that.
Let me just say something. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
More 10 out of 10.
Jesus, he would not let anyone go.
That was great. That was
Did I do
great.
good?
All right, well, I got a BRB. I'll be back.
Did I do good?
Oh god, that was so fucking satisfying.
You done it. That was good.
All right, I thought he was gonna be in the call, but I guess he wasn't.
Some guy, some Jersey Shore
he
dropout.
went so far.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, you whitewashed. That's why the police ain't never pulled your ass over a day in your goddamn life. Sit your punk ass. And you heard him trying to...
Oh, you brought
I'm
up
gonna get Riley. Hang on, I'll get Riley in
He
here.
wasn't letting anyone else fucking talk. You couldn't make any points because he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And my thing is, he went on so far of a tangent, bro. How you
going?
going? Ooh. So
Hey,
if a
Riley.
bank,
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Hold it. Shouldn't we just go back to limbo now, or what?
Yes.
I was gonna say this.
Oh my god, they're idiots.
Oh man.
So how's this for a thumbnail title?
Toon critics pedophile cabal. Here, let me.
God, I hate that guy.
So no, how's this one? Toon critics pedophile cabal has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
How did I do?
You know, I'm well enough.
How did you?
I took my headset off for a while.
Wouldn't have taken much.
They kept fucking like running me over.
Yeah.
This nigga, first off, let me tell you all the ways this nigga got me fucked up. You can't get arrested for being black in America. He just don't know. The thing is, he's so whitewashed that when the cops look at you, they can tell if you actually black or if you black with a white
Asian
feeling,
and
okay?
half black. Yes, obviously.
Oh, so he's Ching Chong. So this nigga's ramen noodle over here.
His mom works in a sweatshop, dude. Yes.
It's an Amerimite.
Yes.
He's a 56%er.
So first off, I need him to sit all the fuck down. Look, just because he has a house with the ring doorknob as well as an ADT system, don't mean he's gonna get arrested by the cops. Cause oh my god, I was so pissed off by that statement. I was like, first of all, nigga, you ain't even full.
OMG.
Your mixed acts having down somewhere, bro.
Well, my favorite thing was the whole, this is just a bunch of shit from the internet. You gotta understand the internet's a fucked up place. I was like, yes, that's exactly why we're here. I'm glad we're on the same page with that one.
I was about to say, look at, they're like,
oh, she's typing me on Twitter.
Anthony's only doing these things because his channel would die with it. I was like, the Mumpy Jones thing is doing fine. I'm not like.
So I'm trying to figure out all the ways he was talking about so if someone beats someone from an inch of their life, do they get arrested for a murder? Do they get arrested for whatever?
Yeah,
I was like, okay, so if a bank robber runs into the bank with the Glock and wants to rob the bank, does he get charged with shoplifting or does he get charged with robbery? I'm just trying to figure this out because nobody's logic made sense in any of that.
And that was one of the, I would say, well, I know where I'm from, the DA would go for the maximum charge no matter what. And that's what we elected them for, so I
just tweeted this because she blocked me. I said, guess what? We recorded. I had consent in my call. Get fucked.
Well, I actually was there after you left.
He was so agitating. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I hated him.
Well,
bruh, look at this dude.
Yo, he got a Twitter because I'm finna be on there. Like, if you don't sit your half Blaxican looking having ass down somewhere, of course you don't need to get arrested. Do you know why? Because you mix with something else. Cops can tell if you full-blooded, whatever your race is, or if you mix. And if you mix and you live in a nice house and you got 2 stories in your own bedroom, like, of course they ain't gonna arrest you because you got stuff. They arrest those niggas who ain't got no assets.
Well, he knows.
Try
He
again.
smokes crack. He would know.
Bruh.
Well,
he's a filthy mongrel. That's his problem.
If you don't sit your privileged having ass down somewhere and eat you some ramen noodles and shut the fuck up,
I
like,
could go
that
for
made
some
me
ramen
so
noodles
mad.
right now, honestly.
It made me so mad. Like, ooh. I'm like, you so glad I was in that Discord call, 'cause I would have cut him off and be like, if you don't shut your Blasian having ass down somewhere.
I can.
You understand, Pastel, you were my first draft pick to go with buttons.
I wanted you to in there, but they wouldn't let
I
me.
was like, I don't
because
know.
they scary punk ass little bitches. Because they know damn well I'm gonna come for all the facts they got. Because not one thing that came out of their mouth made any sense. Yeah, he had intent to fuck a little girl, but that's not illegal. Nigga, if you don't sit your
fucking shit.
I played 3 games of
That's
Ace
exactly
Attorney.
right, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, no, my whole thought was I don't know if Pastel Pros can debate, but I know she could get fucking really goddamn pissed off, and that'll do.
Yeah,
that'll do.
We'll take the sass over the logic any day of the week.
I'm 56%
It
sure.
doesn't even help if half of their logic was fallacies to begin with. So I would have won by default.
That was a mess.
Well, here's the thing. After
that wasn't the second Toon wasn't there. It wasn't actually worth your guys' time, but there was some fun stuff in there.
Oh no, I beg to differ. That's a week right there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, okay.
I think
Million Mile Aguilar. Million Mile Aguilar, dude.
No. You're missing the whole idea. See, till then, this was just a bunch of petty assholes fucking with Toon Critic. Now it's a following. Dangerous following.
Yes, excellent. Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah,
Million Mile Aguilar does it again.
I believe I can kick this one up the fucking chain, if you will.
No, all day, dude. Yeah, all day.
Yes.
Oh, she blocked me.
Of course, because pussy ass bitches block. They don't actually stand up for shit. And I'm sitting here like, if this
I left the call because he wouldn't let me get a fucking word in.
Thank you,
Who's this
fuck you,
fag?
bye. It's a fantastic way
Who
to
the fuck
leave.
is vaping in our face
Yeah,
right
who's,
now?
who's this fag?
Who the fuck is this vaping?
Hi, Riley.
Hi, Riley. I'm
Hey.
sorry you could barely
You better
get a word
vape
in.
harder than you better vape harder than that.
Well, your chest better decompress. Let's
yeah,
go.
you better vape fucking
Better
harder
hit
than that.
Them cheeks better be looking like
All that
goldfishes.
shit vaping.
Look at that pussy little tiny
You better
splinter.
swallow
That
it
ain't even
and
a
hit it back
cloud.
up.
Can you like?
Oh, that was
No, I want
that was
clouds.
Yeah, I know that one was
If
hard.
that's the best you can do, you might as well just start deep throating it.
Yeah.
That was worse than Diet Coke. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously, tab. That was tab.
That was that.
Actually, I'm just gonna
Oh my
message
god, I was
her
trying
on.
so hard not to have a nigga moment. Like I was sitting here shaking. I'm watching a movie and playing with whatever games I'm playing with on my 3DS, and I just had to throw everything down. Like, excuse
You know,
me?
I would have
Like-
gone full blown supervillain with it. Remember when you were trembling and shitting yourself to us last time?
Sorry, keep going.
Nothing has changed since then.
Well, here's the thing too. Like the guy kept going after Buttons left and said, "Oh, this stuff should have been done privately. This like it should have been between you and me." I'm like, just like, they're involved. I know a shitload of people that were involved with Toon
Wait,
and
hold
thing, so
on.
it doesn't just
I
involve
thought
me.
I
and
thought
him.
the internet was a fucked up place.
Yeah.
The
That
person,
part.
the person preaching that should know full well that this all happened in front of people.
That part. And on top of that, had he been a real black citizen who's actually been arrested by the cops before, he would know if you actually got into a fight with someone, all their homies are jumping in on it because
There
ain't
you
nobody
go.
going
Now
down
there's
punk ass
some vaping
bitches.
hard.
So you really wanted to talk like you know, but you genuinely, if a fight's between me and a person, that's a
if he
wrap.
had been-
No,
and
if a
he
fight's
had
between
been
you
a
and a
real
person,
internet bully, he wouldn't have been on his host fucking Skype account either, Discord
no,
account
I'm just
either.
sitting here looking
I was-
like, bro. Let me
I was
tell you all
really
this.
hoping he was gonna be in that call. Jesus Christ, I wanted to tell him off. Fuck.
My God,
Dude, I
man.
still want to come for the Blasian. Like I'm not done with him.
Yeah, no.
I think all of us really wanted him there.
I want a piece
My
of him.
Lord. So what is that?
They made
Pineapple?
it sound like
I
he
want
was.
my
Gonna,
flesh.
they first like they made it sound like he didn't want to be there, and then they made it sound like he did.
Like that was a whole sheet of bullshit they just served us. Like I asked Buttons to ask them what
Gonna
he
have
told
to
them was
vape
his
harder
excuse
than
for the whole
that.
thing because I wanted.
I think I did tell them, and they just completely ignored me.
Yeah, because when he first told me about all this shit, he told me he was helping the victim come to grips with her sexuality, and yeah, I know.
Oh no, and I
let me
hate
see
it.
if this kid is into 40-year-old.
I love how they were like, I love how they're like, you let this happen. I'm like, I didn't even know these motherfuckers. You doxed him. How was I supposed to stop it?
All right.
It's all your fault.
But remember, the internet's a.
I know what Rocky would have said if you would have had him in there. So basically, in the middle of the conversation, Rocky had been like, "So, if the child consents," that's what you guys are saying.
So remember, the internet's a terrible place. So the fact that his family got doxxed, the internet's a terrible place, right?
Yeah.
Well, right. No, how does this? Yeah. How does this not track with what you got to understand? The internet's a terrible place. Yes, and it keeps getting worse. So
And the girl was uncomfortable
yeah.
in the screenshots. When the girl when homegirl said there was no proof, I wanted to punch her in her throat because I'm like, bitch.
Could I just add that
I
we
would
actually
slit her
recently had
throat
to
out.
help her because she was crying because
Oh
this
god, I
stuff
have
was
a
being
nicotine
brought up.
buzz now.
Well, you were
Dead
vaping
ass.
awfully hard there, Rod.
I was.
He was flexing. It's fine.
I wanted
No,
to show you my fat
but
clouds.
Half of his
No, but those are
was
some clouds. I would.
I think what pissed me off is they called the child entrapment and fucking like.
Why?
And I said
She
it would
knew
have
what
been
she was
one
doing.
thing.
Do
It
you
would've
know
been-
what entrapment is on
Entrapment
Long
involved
Island?
Him not knowing. what
Karma's
her
gonna
age
get
was.
you.
He knew what her age was. This wasn't
He
some
did.
fucking 15-year-old going to somebody showing him a fake ID for 19 or some shit and then having sex with him. He knew right away what her age was. All this time, he knew what her age was. So that's bullshit.
You think that's
Where's that
why?
dude with the plate of cookies?
You think he
Just come
likes
pick
that?
you right here.
You know? You think that's why he went after her?
Yeah.
He went up
pretty
after
sure.
her because she was dealing with depression and shit, and he took advantage of that.
No, never mind.
No,
I think
okay,
Button-
so from what I heard, Hateful said he went through all the screenshots, and yes, according to Toon's logic, he said he went after a kid because he had an experience with a 17-year-old and he wanted to test to see if he was a pedophile or not.
Oh my
So that is
God.
But see,
Yeah,
that's the
you
thing.
should definitely check out Hateful's video. That is
If
a
you were a
amazing
kid and someone touched your pee-pee when you were in the laundry room, then you just got to get over that shit.
Yeah, I touched my own pee-pee in the laundry room.
That part pissed me off because I could have said something, but I had to bite my tongue. I'm like, I know.
And that's how you could tell
Yeah, like,
this nigga wasn't. The black part is not activated in him.
I don't think
He's
you understand
Asian.
this, Buns. You didn't have to win the argument. You just had to let those idiots talk. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Yeah, you were. You put a little more on the line than I think you actually needed to.
Yes.
I don't think I did.
Just keep prodding.
No, you did really good.
Poking them for answers,
Yeah,
basically.
But they did talk.
No, no, they're awful, and you did good.
I'm still on the Blasian.
Fine work, detective. Fine work.
I'm still not letting the Blasian go because he pissed me all the way off with that shit. So
Fucking
first off,
Brock.
the fact that you said pee-pee, nigga, sit your ass down one.
I'll
said
have
went
you
and
know
told your mom.
that my pee-pee was touched in the laundry room.
But then that's the thing.
And,
He said, first off,
No, it'll be the
what
locker room, not the laundry
self-respecting
room.
minority
if,
of any race says pee-pee? If they're over
that's
the age
something
of
that you're
like
gonna
4.
let define you, then
Yeah, I hate how
No,
he's like,
someone
oh, that's
legit
your.
answer me that question. Who says pee in any race, period? Who says pee-pee over the age of 4? Who doesn't have a fucking child? Who says that?
I'm concerned with.
White
I
women?
feel.
What?
I
Wait a
feel.
minute,
I feel his pee-pee. I feel his laundry room
Shut up.
story is highly dubious.
No, hold it. I think you guys are missing the obvious answer. Well,
He
how
has
old
child.
was he?
Duh.
Yeah.
Nobody asked that question.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
said 8. He said he was 8.
No. The person in the call. How old was he
I
today?
didn't know
We
the.
didn't
I,
ask.
I don't
Yes.
know.
I mean, he
I don't know.
literally
All I
just
know
was,
is at the
yeah,
end of the
like,
day-
oh, no, you said what self-respecting black man. Well, there you go. What? Maybe he was a black boy.
Maybe he's just a young boy.
I wouldn't call him
Yes.
black. He's
I
a
said he was
Dios
over the
mío,
age of
la
4.
criatura.
But I get what you're saying.
No, I mean that
But at
could
the
have been a
end of the day-
16-year-old
He
who was
was
trying.
literally frijoles negros.
Hey,
Yeah,
what I
he's
miss?
a goblin.
Jesus
El
Christ.
What I miss?
No, but seriously, if it was
A mixed race gentleman who was a dropout from Jersey Shore attempted to school Buttons in a call defending Toon critic.
it was
El
amazing.
Ogro de los Americano.
This was better than
Was
my
that
previous
guy anyway?
description.
Was he like Rose's boyfriend or some shit?
I
That
think
he
I
was
lost-
someone. He was someone over there. We don't know why
he was Rose's boyfriend in the call on the other end.
So that's weird. I thought Rose was a lesbian. That's weird.
Yeah, we don't know what his relation.
No,
to
not
Rose
Rose Robotnik, a different Rose.
Oh, okay.
We
And
don't.
Rose
but we-
isn't,
do we
Rose
know
isn't
exact-
a lesbian.
I'm
There's
sorry.
no such thing as lesbians.
Dude,
She
you guys,
was married
there's
when
no,
I-
First
What?
of all,
Excuse me?
first
Did
of
you
all,
say there's no such thing as
First of all,
lesbians?
yes.
Yeah,
First
I'm
of all,
kidding.
it's a well-known fact that there is no such thing as lesbians.
Vaginas are better than dicks. I'm just saying.
And there's
I
nothing.
can't believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. Rose dated Toon, and Rose also is dating one of Toon's friends currently.
Okay, but we're talking about
Oh,
a
you don't
different.
like pingers?
Angus.
Fingers.
I'm trying to figure out who this fucker
I
was.
lost brain cells listening to that shit.
Yo, that shit was
Welcome to my world,
infuriating.
motherfucker.
Yeah. They drive me to drink.
That's why I have the weed vape, man.
When you just said that, you reminded me of the
Yeah,
fairy
eat
godmother
that.
from Shrek. My diet is ruined. I hope you're happy.
I would cast pastel prose as that crazy bitch. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, why would you blame someone else because you couldn't stick to your diet?
Because it's
No,
funny, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
That
It
was the
is
joke.
their fault. Yeah, it's because that's
That's
the
just
joke.
the joke.
I'm gonna start calling you Data Map. I don't understand
Whoosh.
the intent of the humor.
Are you sure you want to give me that nickname?
Well, you've ever
Why
seen
not?
Star Trek
Lieutenant,
Next
listen,
Generation?
Lieutenant Commander Data, chill, bro.
Yes.
I'll be your Geordie LaForge.
I hope that's promising.
Oh yeah, no, there'll be promises will be broken.
I technically didn't record.
Nah.
I didn't break my
They're
promise.
not going to be happy with you no matter what, so I don't know.
Oh no,
Yeah.
There's
I
no, yeah,
didn't
there's no
record it
way.
because I
There's
was
no way to.
Let me give you a list of fucking broken hopes and dreams.
Here we go. Check, please.
Dusky novel performance.
Oh
feature.
yeah,
Yeah, they kept deflecting
Well,
and
Beef
saying,
Fish,
well, why
there's
about
a good
Dusky Novel?
example
What about
there. That's another
Text?
one.
Why are you guys just going after Toon? I'm just like,
we're
the
not.
reason why people are focusing on him
Many
is because of
irons.
how much of an influence he
Because
had.
they
Many
don't come
irons in the
back.
fire. many irons
They're
in the
not as
fire.
persistent as
I
him.
mean, we went after
Yeah,
Dusky
so-
for a couple of times, honestly.
We were just over in Flufflepuff server day before yesterday. I don't know what anyone like. What do you mean we're just going after Toon? It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, my response is, and I actually liked that asshole. Once
yeah,
upon a
fuck
time.
that. Yeah, that fucking that autistic bastard. Like, fucking just like, man.
Man.
I still can't believe that was actually real. Like, I can't believe people
No,
like that
those are
actually
real humans.
exist.
They also haven't
We
kicked us
call
from that
them-
server.
We call them Karens and Kevins. They exist.
Oh man, I am.
There was a lot
I
of
am,
emotion behind that voice.
That guy was fucking going wild.
I just want to.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go work with the space cruiser.
I like how he got mad over the black card, even though he
Goes
barely
down.
qualifies as a black man. This is someone
This is-
who comes from.
This is Pastel Prose, and today we'll be checking your black card.
Oh my
Because
god.
I'm
I just
pretty
imagine
sure
somebody
he ain't got
raising
the
their hand.
black
Sit
card.
your dumb ass down.
And if he does
How
have a
black?
black card, it's most
Oh,
likely a
How
black
black
credit card.
with pastel pros.
How did the stream do?
I think I might have to fuck with the audio a little bit. I'm still taping, by the way, because you guys are on a roll.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
stopped. I have not stopped recording,
Yeah,
guys.
this is all,
I had a
this is
feeling
all
it was
good
good.
pod. What are you talking about? Oh, hell
Yeah.
Definitely
Are we still
didn't
streaming?
show up. It
yeah, well,
was
technically
golden.
it's privated, so I'm probably gonna wait for either to hit the hour mark or you guys run out of steam. So either
Yeah, but that I'm feeling all right. No,
No,
Yeah,
I
feel
still
good.
got
Can I get a link?
plenty of zest. Let's roll.
well,
Yeah,
no,
can I get a
like when like I usually have to do a lot more fucking drugs to kill as many fucking brain cells as that call did. So I'm feeling high as shit right now.
No shit.
Can I get the link
Yeah.
to the stream?
Priest?
I mean, it's private.
Pastel, is this accurate? Is this the gentleman that you were talking
I'm
to?
not. I'm just,
Wait, what'd you talk about?
Is this the gentleman you were talking to? What I posted in chat?
Well,
Hold on, let me roll.
and here's
let
the
me-
other
let me
thing
roll
too. I
over there
want to
real quick.
bring up
Definitely
that
been my
he
best life.
like mentioned about how everybody's bringing it back. I'm just like, wasn't there a piece of fan art that just got put out yesterday saying we don't
Oh
care?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
oh,
that
So you're
was,
saying
yeah,
you're
that-
saying that was the call with FNGR and everybody was the only thing that brought Toon back into the spotlight. Oh yeah, fuck that.
Years down
And
the
even
line,
then,
you
Toon
won't
wanted
have
that
one
because
good
he
thing
thinks
to
everyone's going
say.
after his precious
I
boyfriend.
was
Look,
totally
And
Why are we all
I
interrupting
found-
each other?
You know what would have made my day if one of them would have said, "Well, Fusion agrees with us." I would have grabbed that soundbite. I would have been like,
I
got
was totally like, fuck
Well,
off.
it's
when I
true.
saw
He
that
does.
man.
Like he tried expressing to me one day when he like tried telling me one day, "Oh yeah, we should stop going after Toon Critic and just wait for him to inevitably just to molest a child. That's the only way he'll get in trouble."
Wonderful plan.
I'm like, you fucking idiot.
We'll just wait till the most terrible thing happens. There.
Here you. If they're waiting to say, "You're a hypocrite, Anthony. You're torturing Toon Critic like how we fuck with people." Yes, I absolutely do fuck with Toon Critic like you guys fuck with normal people.
Why not?
The only thing keeping me from doing worse is the law.
Hey, why did that happen? Ah, shit, I pressed something again. I'm still not used to new Skype shit.
Nah, it's fine, man.
So, like,
Yeah, they just
at what
keep
point
updating and updating Skype, I don't get it.
Toon fucking not wind up? Like, was he ever gonna get in that call? You think?
Nah, probably not.
He
Like, I
wanted
thought he
to.
might because I was in there and he really wanted me to get on his side.
And
when
you were
all
our
this
trap
came
card.
out.
All right.
So-
So actually, there's the
Oh,
race to the
Riley.
finish line is still happening.
what's up?
Is it?
Yeah, right. If you could have gone in there and said, "Look, Toon, I know I've been through my own things. In fact, I feel like I feel alienated in my. You could have worked him like a sucker. You
Yeah,
could have gotten
I
him in there.
thought about
I
doing
know.
that, but that would have
I've
involved
thought
me
about
actually getting
this
over it.
100 ways, and like, honestly, just.
I mean, you would have felt dirty afterwards, but we would have got the.
No, like I
I
actually
I
did
wouldn't.
think
I
about
wouldn't
doing
feel nearly as bad as Maury the Mummy did. So.
Who the fuck is Maury the Mummy?
He's a guy. He's just kind of this guy.
He's a guy.
good
Okay,
fella.
thank you.
He's a good fella. You'd like
Helps
him.
us out so much.
You know what I wanted to say to him? What I really wanted to say?
What did you really want to say? I can't.
God damn it.
I wanted
Tell
to
me what
tell
to say. What you
how
really want to
I-
say. I really want-
Argentina is white.
I was gonna tell Toon how much I.
Hello.
I pity him not because of all these flunkies he has and shit, but one day he's going to figure out that, despite his ego, what he did was wrong, and he's not going to be able to come up with excuses. He's not going to have any followers to like back him up on it. He's going to have to confront it, and he's going to have to find a way to live with himself when he.
I'm just so ready for the day he has to get an actual job.
That's what I was waiting
on.
for. Jesus, I took issue with Leo trying to
I would
sabotage
have said the shit you guys were sending me in PM, but I couldn't get a fucking word in.
No,
I really want to use that bank.
Button. You missed the whole thing here. Everything they said was stupid. Under the recording, the less you say is that you should just sat in the back and let him fucking hang himself. It's like letting the zoophiles talk.
I would have kept going, but you were like, say thank you, fuck you, bye.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we got everything. This is good.
I want to pull the plug on this one.
There you go.
Just let yourself out. Yeah, you were good to go.
They threatened me, like, if you record this without my consent, I'll get my lawyer. Hey,
You would die.
No.
I have other people's consent to record in my
Why
call.
do they definitely sound like an entitled person?
Yeah, they don't.
Oh
They
my
don't
God,
actually
I'm
have
gonna
a
get
lawyer.
Yeah, there's no way Toon can afford a lawyer.
Not
They don't have a lawyer. Let me just let my lawyer know. Hey, quick heads up. Some shitbag threatened to get a lawyer. Just letting you know.
Toon couldn't even fucking afford a Christmas.
No, I don't
present
like.
for
But
his
that's the
grandparents.
thing.
It wasn't
These people don't actually have fucking lawyers.
And I wanna make a point when I
At
was
this
talking.
point, he could barely afford McDonald's.
And what I want to make a point about something. Last night when I was talking to them, they kept trying to dodge, saying, "Oh, you recorded Rose Bond without her consent." I'm like, I was not the one recording that call. I was simply in it. I asked if it was being recorded. I did not get a yes or no at the time, and I didn't know we were recording until after she left. I suggested we record, and then they kept trying to like make up shit and said, "Oh well, I keep hearing this. We recorded too. You think we're dumb?"
Yes, yes, we. Actually,
yes, you are.
Let me walk that back.
100%.
We don't think you're dumb. We
know.
You're dumb.
I just like to think Toon, if he ever says like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my lawyer," hold on, and he just turns off the cam, puts on a blue suit, slicks his hair back like Phoenix Wright, then turns the cam back on.
It's not even a blue suit. It's that one. It's not even a blue suit. It's like one of those cover-ups that dude from
ran
Max Steel wore.
away
Or
because
that you guys
I
wear when you in your
couldn't
pictures.
get a word in. He ran his mouth like a fucking bitch.
I don't know. Somehow I thought you were gonna say bitch. I don't know how. I just did.
Bitch.
Hit with that bitch.
I mean, if they want to come in limbo.
Ooh.
Oh, I do not envy them.
Ooh.
You can tell them I already got him by the throat. So whether you
All my
decide
nigga
to come
sisters
or not,
already.
I don't.
When are
I
we
got
doing
all I
this?
need.
I can send him
When are we
feet pics
doing
if I have them.
Yeah, does he want a foot pick? Is that what this is about? Yeah, because I got.
I can post elbow.
Yeah, I got folders. I got leg pit. I got elbow.
Wait.
Yeah.
What if I just post a pic? Wait, guys. What if I post a pic of my ears?
Yes, post your gallbladder.
Yeah, no,
please.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
wait,
would
hang
like
on.
a
I said that.
gallbladder
Hang on.
pick
Let me
and a
just screen
pancreas
share. Actually, you know what? Let me screen share and also show the audience my conversation with this person.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it last night. Right, the one that's like, oh, I know. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just scroll up and get everything.
Oh boy, this should be.
Who wants to
fun.
do a reading? Brony Inspector. Okay, no, yeah, Yui-chan.
Reading.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Yeah. I think we got someone better than me here.
Yes. Alright, so if I may, watch this, then try to say he's not a pedophile.
Already seen it. No one listens to his side. He's already talked to. Hang on. He's already talked to. What
Well, all right then.
Wait a minute. Am I high or is that my sister?
Yes, I said hi to you in this damn damn chat.
Yui,
See what happened.
calm down. Calm down.
Okay, all right, I'm back. All right, sorry.
We're doing a reading, guys. Let's try and keep this one on track.
All right.
Already seen it. No one listens to his side. He's already talked the law. I'm reading it as it is. Not even gonna try and fix it. Anyway, what he did was it illegal. Doesn't make him a pedo. I know him personally. Get over yourself.
Gotta do it like iced tea.
Illegal.
Wasn't
Anyways.
illegal.
Illegal.
Where's
I have seen the
where's this,
screenshots and the ones posted. Stop dick riding.
Dick riding.
May I ask?
Dick.
May I ask? You saw him
This
try to get
Pharaoh
pictures.
is a total idiot.
May I ask? May I ask? You saw him try to get pictures of her in nothing but panties and leather jacket, right? That's child porn if he got it. If.
Oh no,
Child
he didn't
porn,
get
but I
any
think it still
photos,
counts.
which she has said herself, so we didn't get child porn. Now I'm
He
just
didn't.
imagining that one meme of like the guy
What
just
the
like
fuck is
saying,
wrong with you?
He didn't, but he. Guys, come on. He didn't, but he tried to, did he not? If she said yes, he'd have child porn. The only reason he doesn't is because she didn't send it.
oh, and he didn't. So what is the
Scary.
point you are trying to make here?
My Skype is.
Scorp is a lure.
I don't use Skype. LMFAO. Who uses Skype?
Discord. I would
use
like to discuss
Discord.
this verbally.
Filthy millennial.
I don't use Discord. I, use Twitter and
AOL Instant
Instagram.
Messenger. Okay.
I use
I
dial-up.
I use Yahoo
Twitter.
Mail.
Bitch.
Yahoo Answers.
I use AIM.
Wait, AOL.
Hold on, wait. Can I read this one?
Yeah, it's just.
I don't use Discord. I only use Twitter and Instagram. Plus, I have nothing to call and discuss with you. If
right.
you're going to record it like they did Zach without him knowing.
All right, let's just do
I'm
this.
That's a pretty good read. Really good read.
Wait,
Like
what?
they did to Zach without knowing.
Hang on.
I'm hitting.
Still